Professor Black Ops, you see it. Let's get it. DC Board of Election confirms voter data stolen in site hack. So the question is, is the election going to be safe? Let's get into it. Super quick article. The District of Columbia of Elections, DCBOE, is currently probing a data leak involving an unknown number of voters records following a breach claim from a threat actor known as RansomedVC. RansomedVC been all in the news. They've been claiming they hacked people, hacked a couple, said they put it on the dark web. So this is super interesting. The Board of Elections operate as an autonomous agency within the District of Columbia government and is entrusted with overseeing elections, managing ballot access, and handling voter registration process. Its investigation into the claim has revealed that the attackers accessed the information through web servers and DataNet, the hosting provider for the Washington D.C. election authority. Notably, the breach did not involve the direct compromise of the DCBOE servers and internal systems. On 10/5, DCBOE became aware of a cybersecurity incident involving DC voter records. While the incident remains under investigation, internal databases and servers were not compromised, the agency says. In close cooperation with MSISAC, Computer Incident Response Team, they're one of the top incident response teams in the United States, took down its website and replaced it with a maintenance page to contain situations after identifying it as the source of the breach. There it is. We apologize for any inconvenience, but our website is currently undergoing maintenance. Please check back later. Since the discovery of the incident, the election board worked with data security experts, the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, to conduct a comprehensive security assessment of its internal systems. Additionally, the Board of Elections initiated a vulnerability scan across its database servers and IT networks to identify potential security issues that might have facilitated the attackers' access to the stolen information. So you see it right there. Became aware of the security incident involving DC voters. While the incident remains under investigation, internal database and servers were not compromised. Our full statement is pictured below and will be available on our website. So the stolen data is up for sale on the dark web. RansomedVC alleges that the recent incident resulted in the theft of over 600,000 lines of user voter data encompassing records of the DC voters. So they believe they got 600,000 voters. We have successfully breached the District of Columbia Board of Election, have got more than 600,000 lines of user voters. The threat actor says the stolen information is currently being offered for sale on the threat actor's dark web leak site, but the exact price is undisclosed. As a verification of the data authenticity, RansomedVC has provided a single record containing what it claims to be personal details of a DC voter. The data set includes individual name, registration ID, voter ID, partial social security numbers, driver license numbers, date of birth, phone numbers, email, and more. Wow, that's a lot of information. So it shows you for sale. I'm sure threat actors, nation states, mafia organizations are going to buy that information. Right? I believe internal organizations inside the United States is going to buy it too. Why? When you got 600,000 registered voters, you can control elections. You know who's voting and you know who's not. It should be noted that in the District of Columbia, some voters' registration data, such as voter name, address, voting records, and party affiliate, is public information unless it had been made confidential in accordance with the DC rules and regulations, the Washington Election Authority said in a statement. However, election authorities do not provide access to confidential information such as voter contact information and SSNs, right? You can't just be giving people SSN without their permission. RansomedVC, who first reported the data leak on Thursday that the stolen voter records would be sold to a single buyer, I don't believe it. Known for controversial claims, while RansomedVC had claimed a breach, it's now selling the data on their leaked site. An anonymous source told Bleeping Computers on October 3rd that the DCBOE stolen database was first put up for sale on a breach forum and Sinister LY hacking forum by a user named Pine Coder. Those posts have been deleted. Bleeping Computer was told that the data was dumped from a stolen MySQL database and contained information, once again, of more than 600,000 DC voters. That's showing you that other hackers board. Recent claim made by RansomedVC had breached Sony systems and stolen over 260 gigabyte files were disputed by another threat actor who identified itself as Major Nason. So RansomedVC has been saying they've been claiming hacks that other people's done. So the later party released 2.4 gigabytes of archive files on breach forum, allegedly taken from Sony's system. While the data shared by the hackers seemed linked to Sony, Bleeping Computers did not independently validate the authenticity of the party's claim. So once again, District of Columbia, D.C. Board of Elections was hacked, stealing voters' information. So the question is, which they say it is the election going to be safe in the upcoming years? Once again, Professor Black Ops, please subscribe.